My beloved soul, today, I want to direct your attention to the hidden beauty in every moment of your existence. Picture a massive vessel sailing toward you from a distant horizon. You are on the shore, and for days, weeks, perhaps years you have gazed at the sea, anticipating. But your outlook seems barren. You see only the monotonous ripple of the water, hearing only the familiar crash of waves on the sand. And your hope at times grows weary. You start to believe the ship was never dispatched, that your waiting is fruitless, that what you deeply desire is just a phantom on the ocean of your mind. Today, I came to sit beside you on the beach, not to ask for more patience, but to hand you celestial binoculars. I am here to tell you that your outlook is not empty. The ship is there. It has been sailing toward you, night and day without cease, from the moment your heartfelt petition was cast like an anchor into my heart. It is loaded with the answer to your request, the healing for your distress, the provision for your need, the aspiration you thought had perished. And it is much, much closer than you imagine. What I will show you next can redefine your course, because you have been anticipating a loud noise, a sudden appearance. But I have been at work quietly, in a steady, sovereign movement that your natural eyes, accustomed to the storm of your own worry, have failed to track. What you so earnestly wish for is not just on its way, it is in the final approach. And the reason you don't see it yet is not because it is far, but because it has been drawing nearer in a way so subtle, so perfectly coordinated, that only a spirit quieted by my truth can perceive its movement. Before we continue, state this declaration of belief in the comments. God is with me in every step I take. This is your act of tuning the focus of your spirit, declaring that you trust my presence and my work, even when the sea appears empty. Now stop looking for spectacular signs. Allow me to show you the gentle disturbances on the water that announce the arrival of your great ship. My daughter, pay close attention now, as your rational mind needs to grasp why the arrival has been so hushed. Why didn't I send a heavenly fanfare to announce progress? Because the purpose of this voyage was never just the delivery of cargo, but the transformation of the one awaiting it on the shore. If the ship of your aspiration had arrived the first day you asked, it would have found you unprepared. Your heart was too small a harbor, too shallow. The sheer scale of the blessing would have stranded on your insecurities, your old hurts, your self-reliance. You wouldn't have the capacity to unload the cargo, to manage the treasure, and what was meant to be a blessing would become a burden. So, with the love of a father who knows the composition of his daughter, I planned a long journey. And while the ship sailed, I was working on your port. Every day of waiting was me dredging, deepening the channel of your belief. Every letdown you faced and gave to me was me removing the rocks of bitterness from your dock. Every time you had to rely on me for your daily bread, it was me strengthening the posts of your dependence on me. Every time you chose to praise me amidst apparent absence, it was me expanding the capacity of your storage to hold the abundance ahead. You thought you were simply waiting, but you were under construction. You were being upgraded from a small quay to an international port, capable of receiving not just this vessel, but entire fleets of my blessings in the time to come. The quiet, gradual arrival was designed not to startle you, not to overwhelm you. It was to allow you to grow alongside the drawing nearer of your blessing, so that when it finally docks, you are ready, mature, equipped, not just to receive it, but to multiply it. There is an essential thing you must grasp before we proceed. Your period of waiting was not a delay. It was your metamorphosis. Now, before we continue, post this in the comments. I place my trust in the Lord. By doing so, you reinforce your belief and share encouragement with others needing to sense my presence to call out. It is your declaration that you trust the architect of your harbor. If this message resonated, please support this effort by clicking thanks and help circulate words of guidance, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. Your process was as important as your reward, my precious soul. So what are the subtle signs of your ship's approach that you might have missed? The first sign is a divine dissatisfaction with your beach. The spot where you waited so long, which was once a place of hope, has begun to feel uncomfortable. You have sensed an restlessness, a sacred discontent. The sand that felt soft before now feels rough. The familiar scenery now feels restrictive. Do not fight this feeling. Do not interpret it as ingratitude. This discomfort is the first indication. It is your spirit, already sensing the vibration of the approaching vessel, telling your body and mind, prepare to move. This is no longer our resting place. It is our departure point. It is my way of waking you from your waiting slumber, of pulling you out of comfortable resignation. The second sign is the appearance of debris on your beach. Small, seemingly random elements that serve as clues to the cargo to come. It might be a conversation that sparks a new concept in you. It might be a skill you suddenly feel compelled to learn. It might be a resource that appears in your life for which you see no clear use yet. Do not dismiss these things as accidents. They are the first items of cargo, tossed overboard to announce the ship's arrival. They are the tools, the contacts, the knowledge you will need when your aspiration fully materializes. I am equipping you in advance. I am handing you the pieces of your puzzle before you even see the picture on the box. What I will reveal next can transform your life. I am giving you the training for your future role before you are officially promoted. Your part is to gather this debris with appreciation and curiosity. Save them. Learn to use them. They are your preparation for your next phase. I, your God, am sending you a specific indicator. The sign you anticipate rests in this scripture, Jeremiah 29:11, which states, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Post in the comments, "I receive this message and am blessed," and send warmth and protection to someone you care for, affirming that God's plans for them are for hope. If this message resonated, show your backing with a thanks and help circulate this message of light. Before we proceed, let me guide you towards something I prepared to further strengthen your belief. If you feel a need for inner healing, spiritual reconnection, purpose, and success aligned with my heart, a 31-day experience awaits you. Each day was created for me to speak more deeply to your spirit. If you wish to follow this route, the link is in the description and the first pinned comment. Now, let's continue. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so now to keep receiving messages of light. My plans are not stalled. They are moving in your direction. My blessed soul, your most important cooperation in this final stage of approach is to clear your beach. A large vessel cannot dock on a shore littered with rubbish, and the greatest rubbish preventing the realization of your aspiration is bitterness and resentment over the past. While waiting for your ship, you have been distracted looking at the ships that passed by without stopping, or the leaky boats that left you adrift. Each of those experiences left behind wreckage of pain on your shore. The sting of rejection, the pain of betrayal, the hurt of an unfulfilled promise. And you have held on to these remains, perhaps as a reminder not to hope too much, not to be disappointed again. But this wreckage occupies the exact space where your new ship needs to anchor. Today, I call you to a major beach clearing, and your tool is acceptance. Accept those who let you down. Accept those whose vessels didn't stop for you. They were not your ship. They were merely illusions, tests of your endurance. Holding anger toward them is like refusing to leave a leaky lifeboat because you are angry at the storm. Release them, set them free. Your blessing does not depend on them. And most importantly, accept yourself. You blame yourself for believing, for hoping, for entering the wrong boats. My child, you were learning how to sail. No one is born knowing how to navigate. Every mistake was a lesson that made you a wiser, more capable sailor, better able to appreciate and manage the true ship when it arrives. Embrace your history of attempts and errors. It is not your shame, it is your qualification. Post in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you wish to accept. Picture each of these pieces of debris from the past. Send them warmth and say, "I accept you and set you free. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and liberty acceptance brings. Repeat this practice daily to build inner calm and release anxiety. With every act of acceptance, you are removing debris from your beach. You are clearing your dock. You are signaling to heaven with your clean shore and open hands that you are ready for your cargo. My precious soul, with your beach being cleaned, you will begin to notice the third and clearest indicator, a shift in the tide. The currents of your life, which for so long seemed to be against you, pushing you away from your goals will begin, subtly, to reverse direction. Where there was once resistance, you will find ease. A stuck door will open with a slight touch. A person who was an obstacle will become an unexpected supporter. A complex issue that tormented you will find a simple, elegant resolution. This won't be your own exertion. It will be my favor. It will be the tide of my goodwill, now flowing toward you, carrying your vessel to the port. You will feel less need to struggle, to push, to force things. Instead, you will learn to move with the current. Your new task is to become a surfer of grace. It is to observe the direction of my wave and position yourself upon it. This will require sensitivity. It will require you to quiet down and listen to my whisper. It will require you to be willing to let go of your own plans for frantic rowing and to trust the strength of my current. And with this change of tide, a change in the atmosphere will also come. The fog of confusion and doubt will start to lift. In its place, a clarity and peace will appear that you haven't felt in a long time. You will simply know in your spirit that your moment has arrived. This certainty won't be based on massive external evidence, but on an unshakable inner conviction. It will be my spirit confirming to your spirit that the arrival is near. There is something deep I want you to grasp. This shift in tide is irreversible. The decree has been issued, the movement has begun, and nothing, not the adversary nor your own hesitations, can halt it. Your part is not to create the wave, but merely to recognize it and move with it. My daughter, with the ship nearly at port, your final preparation is to get ready for what comes next. Your aspiration, when it comes to fruition, will not be the end of the story. It will be the beginning of a new one. And this new story will demand a new you. The woman who waited on the shore is not the same woman who will captain the ship and manage its cargo. I am calling you, in these final days of approach, to step into your new identity. If your aspiration involves a new vocation, begin to see yourself not as someone searching, but as someone who has found and is now equipping themselves. Start thinking like a leader, a creator, a healer. Adopt the mindset of your future self. If your dream involves family restoration, begin acting not as the victim of discord, but as the ambassador of peace in your household. Practice small acts of affection, acceptance, and service, even if they are not returned yet. Start being the answer to your own prayer. If your aspiration involves prosperity, begin to see yourself not as someone lacking, but as a faithful steward of my resources. Manage what little you have with excellence. Be generous with your time and talent. Your faithfulness in small matters is your test for the abundance ahead. What I want you to begin doing is dressing for the job you want, not externally, but internally. Align your thoughts, your words, and your actions with the reality of your approaching blessing. Your internal transformation is what will ensure that when the ship docks, you are not intimidated by its greatness, but step aboard with the confidence of someone who belongs there. You will not be a surprised passenger, you will be the captain who was expected. Share this video with 2 dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of mutual support and affection. Post a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. A simple, "Lord, I accept my new identity and prepare to manage your blessing," is a prayer that seals your promotion and readies you to reign in the new land I am giving you. My precious soul, your narrative of waiting and arrival is not just for you, it is a beacon. Your long time on the shore, your persistence in looking at an apparently empty horizon, and your eventual glorious reception of your vessel, all of it will become a powerful declaration of my dependability. There will be others on the beach beside you, people who are in their own seasons of waiting, whose spirits are fatigued, whose hope is wavering, and they have been watching you. They witnessed your struggle, they witnessed your conviction, and now they will see your victory, and your story will become tangible proof that I am a God who fulfills his pledges. Your happiness will be the permission for them to hope again. Your harvest will be the prophecy of their harvest. Your docked ship will be the signal that their ships are also on the way. Your role, once your dream materializes, is not to retreat to your ship and enjoy your cargo privately. Your role is to turn toward those still on the beach and say, "Don't give up. He is faithful, I am proof. What he did for me, he will do for you." Your greatest blessing won't be the freight on your ship, but the opportunity to use your story to bolster the belief of many. What the adversary intended for your isolation and despair, I am turning into your greatest platform for connection and encouragement. Your experience of waiting qualified you for the ministry of hope, and your testimony will be the sustenance that feeds many hungry hearts. My beloved soul, we have reached the conclusion of our talk. The celestial binoculars have been handed to you. The signs have been shown. The purpose of your passage has been clarified. Your ship is no longer on the distant horizon. It is maneuvering to dock. Your part now is the simplest and most joyful of all: to receive. Stop struggling. Stop striving. Stop questioning. And simply open your arms. Prepare your heart for the joy that is about to flood it. A joy that will be sweeter because of the long wait. A joy that holds the depth of gratitude and the solidity of proven belief. Your long watch on the shore is done. You are no longer the one waiting. You are the one receiving. And your new life, the life aboard your realized dream, is about to begin. And it won't be a life of passive rest, but of glorious adventure. You have a new ship to command, new oceans to explore, new ports to visit, new loads of blessings to share. Your wait was not the draining of your energy, it was the accumulation of it. And now, with your tanks full of endurance, insight, and belief, you are ready to sail farther and faster than you ever imagined. Go now. Stand at the water's edge. Your anchor of hope is about to find its safe harbor. Your ship has arrived. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, "My dream is arriving, and I am ready to receive it." Your words reinforce your belief and also light the way for others who need this illumination. Share your experiences below. And before we close, I need to guide you to something I prepared especially for you. I have seen your quest for inner healing, spiritual reconnection, new purpose, and prosperity originating from my hands. None of this is accidental. When your spirit calls out, I open paths. Therefore, through this channel, I have placed before you a guided 31-day experience, a process where daily I can speak more deeply to your spirit. This is not just a guide, it is a route to restoration, alignment, and growth, created to strengthen your belief, renew your hope, and open possibilities you couldn't have imagined. If you feel this call, access the link I placed in the description and the first pinned comment on this video. Begin this course of healing, reconnection, purpose, and prosperity today. I will be with you on every page, directing your steps and illuminating your way. If this message touched your heart, like this video and subscribe to keep receiving my word. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.